What is going on, guys? DBG here, and today we're gonna be going over the top 10 players in NBA 2K22 MyTEAM that you guys can get for under 10,000 MT. Apologies, lads, for a little bit of a late video here today. Obviously, incredibly busy with stuff outside of YouTube, and don't worry, there are gonna be either 3 or 4 videos out today. Got some videos planned and I should be able to get them done. They're just going to be up a little bit later than normal. And again, that's just going to be what's going to probably happen in the next couple of... Actually, no, I think this next week should be okay. But just in general, it's going to be a case where there's a lot of earlier videos, or a lot of videos up a little bit later than normal. But I still should be able to get out the same amount, just incredibly busy. But the videos aren't going to stop. So anyway, yeah. Now we're going to go over the top 10 cards, lads. So this is going to be, it's not necessarily going to be value-wise. For me, it's just going to be who I believe the top 10 are. And then we're going to go over, them from 10 to 1. There are definitely cards I've forgotten, by the way. Because like I've tried to look up cards, and there are definitely cards that like fluctuate in price as well. So if there's a card that you guys think should be on the list, let me know. And if there's somebody that you guys prefer and you don't like any of these cards, that's fine as well. So an honorable mention. I am putting this guy in an honorable mention because I don't think he's that bad. Paul Pierce. I don't care what anyone says. His release does suck. Yeah, I agree. But like, dude still moves a little bit. Like, you can kind of green with him. Like, if this was a top 10 under 5k, which I probably will make at some stage, Pierce, I think, is going to be on it. The guy's 2,000 MT. Like, actually, I'll probably make, over the Christmas period, I'm probably going to make one of these videos every single day, like. But, like, Pierce, like, you guys can see it here. I've played with this guy quite a bit. He's not that bad. I can't believe I'm saying this. The release is awful. It is super inconsistent. But it's greenable. It is very greenable. Like, you can hit shots with that release. It is slow. I do admit that. He's not going up at like number 1 on this list or anything. I'm not doing anything crazy like that. But like, Paul Pierce, come on, I just need a green one so I can get out of this. Paul Pierce deserves at least a spot in the honorable mentions. Because he's surprisingly, as you guys can see, maybe I was just getting lucky. I was getting lucky with those shots. Yeah, he's a guy that I don't actually shoot the ball bad with in this game, which is kind of crazy. So, anyway, that is our honorable mention. At number 10, we got a big man in here, because if you guys like interiors, and I know this card is not as good as the other one, but it's Dikembe. If you're a big fan of interior bigs, Dikembe's fine. Like, he is more than fine. So, what Dikembe is, he's a tall big. And, like, the guy I like to compare him to is, like, I was going to have Ha-Sung Jin. I was considering putting him in. But, for Dikembe versus Ha. Like, Ha's only an inch taller. Dikembe's got a monster player build as well. Dikembe's got a half rim protector. He 99 block, which, again, really good badge. Obviously, he's not going to shoot it. But he comes with, like, clamps on bronze. He's got really solid inside game, really good standing and decent driving dunk. Yeah, he does not have a good three-pointer at all, but he can kind of hit the mid-range shot. He's got a really solid free throw. He's got 99 block, 91 interior. Speed is pretty decent, and 75 lateral is not awful as well. So, like, if you want a purely inside big, like if you want a post-up big, a guy that's just going to run, that's going to play defense, run the screen and roll, and if you switch onto a guard, can kind of hold his own. Dikembe is perfect. Like, I know a lot of you guys don't like to run inside bigs, and for that reason, like, Dikembe is at number 10 on this list. But just in general, I like him. And at number 9, we're going to go to another center. There are 3 centers on this list, and we're going Kristaps. We are going Kristaps Amthus. I did not realize how cheap Kristaps Amthus is. Like, I thought he was expensive. He was so expensive when he first came out. And like, he's like the literal just opposite of Dikembe. So whereas He's a little bit cheaper, but with Dikembe, you have like your inside big. Kristaps is just purely a stretch big. So he's 7'3", so he's really tall like Dikembe. But he's only got 7 gold badges, but he's got half set shooter, so he's wide open, he's going to hit it. He got like rise up and stuff. Some decent silver badges, not great gold badges, but he does have gold limitless. Or say not gold, bronze limitless, some not great bronze badges. He's got only an 82 3-ball, but he's going to hit a lot of his wide open jumpers because that Brook Lopez base is super easy to green with. The problem with him is, even though he's got a decent standing driving dunk, his block rating's okay, everything else isn't great. Like, interior is not the greatest, steel's not good, speed's low, lateral's pretty low at 62. So, he's 7'3", so he still does have that height. He doesn't get really any defensive badges, which is a bit of a problem. And because he's 7'3" and can shoot, he's still a more unusable center. Like, I still know people to this day who believe that Kristaps Porzingis is better than, like, the guy who's, well, the guy who will show up at number 4. But Kristaps, he's not great, but he's not by any means a bad card. But he's going to go in here at number 9. Flawed, but can be used effectively. Number 8, we have got Jordan Poole Amethyst. So Jordan Poole Amethyst is a really nice point guard. So he's in around like 4 or 5 KMT. Yeah, so he's 4 KMT. I would be tempted even to buy him at 4K and just use him for the laws because he is a lot of fun. But for 4,000 MT with Jordan Poole, you're getting a 6'4" point guard. He feels bigger than he is. 26 gold badges. Looking like goal lucky 7, goal quick for step. A really good dribble style. One of quick or shifty. He's got great 3-pointer. Not a great driving dunk, but he gets safe dunks, and a 70 rate dunk means he will dunk it if he's open. Good enough ball handling. He's got solid enough defense. 60 interior. It's not the greatest now, but at the time, there was a time where he was pretty decent at the point guard position with 60 interior, but it's obviously not great now, especially with Magic Johnson in the game. He's at 88 speed, 87 speed ball, 88 acceleration. That's solid. And he's at 85 lateral, as well as a nice player build. So Jordan Poole, really, really solid point guard in this game. Would I go out of my way to use this guy? Maybe not. Like, your question is he better than like an Eric Snow? I have to think. I'm having to think about this. I'm going to say yeah, because I don't have Eric Snow on this list. But that's a debate. That is a debate. But one guy I think is just better is Maxey. It's Tyrese Maxey. So Tyrese Maxey is a really solid player, that Amethyst card. So basically what you're getting is just like Isaiah Thomas, but Isaiah Thomas's pink diamond was slightly worse. So 6'2". He's got quick dribble style. 40, yes, I repeat, 40 gold badges. He's got like glue hands, clamps. He's got quick first step, interceptor, intimidator, mismatch, lucky 7. His wingspan is good as well. He's got bullet and gold, slippery off ball, fast twitch, as well as a couple of decent silver badges. His attributes, he's got a really solid driving dunk of 85. He's also got an 85 3-pointer with a really good release. He's got the same release as Emmanuel Quickly. Same base and a different upper. It's a really easy release. He's also got the Pro 3 behind the back, which is called Scottie Pippen right now, which is the best behind the back in the game. He's got not the greatest, but not awful interior. I'm going to say that. He's got a good block for a point guard. Not great steal or perimeter defense. Got solid speed, ball acceleration, and good lateral. He's solid. Like, if you have to use him a point guard, you're fine. Like, you can argue he's better than Steve Francis right now. Like, if I'm looking at my point guards post-patch, he's not better than Peyton. The Pro 3 behind the back is so much better now after the patch. He's not better than Dame. He's in the post-patch, he's in the conversation with Ja. He's better than Walt. I'm going to say post-patch better than Steve Francis. Not way better than all these guys, like better than Strickland, Kyrie, Kuzi, Dampier. Better than IT, better than Conley, not as good as Caruso. He's still brilliant. He's still absolutely brilliant and a deserving spot at number 7 on this list. At number 6, we are going to go with a Ruby, and it's going to be Saddiq Bey. I'm more high on this card than pretty much anybody. I don't think there are many people in this game or going to play this game that are as high on Saddiq Bey as I am. But like a lot of these guys so far, every one of these guys, well, I was about to say every one of these guys under 10k, of course they are. But a lot of these guys have appeared for under 5,000 T, so you're getting like 2.5k for a Saddiq Bey. And like what you're getting with Saddiq Bey is a card who does everything well. Like he shoots, he plays defense, he does nothing wrong. Look at these badges. Like he's got quick first step, he's a sniper. He's got clamps, he's got interceptor. He's got intimidator. He does a goal interceptor, doesn't he? Yeah. He's got intimidator, he's got catch and shoot. He's got plus 80 in essentially everything. Standing dunk, ball handle stats are low below 80, and driving layup. Everything else above 80. He's got one of the best releases in the game. That Eddie Jones base 21 or base 31 is one of the best releases in the game. Saddiq Bey, I think here at number 6, he is a deserving spot there. He just does nothing wrong. There are better players in this game than Saddiq Bey at what Saddiq Bey does. Because like, I'm looking at my squad. Actually, you know what? There's no other like just solid player. There's no player that I think is as solid as Saddiq Bey. These guys just do one particular thing better. So now, we are on to number 5. Here's an interesting one. I've started using this guy again, and he's that good. How do you spell Matisse? Is there one? There's only one team, Matisse Thybulle. Oh my god, I was very, very confused at with the 2 T's. Matisse Thybulle. So Matisse Thybulle is 1500 MT. He is 1000 MT. I'm buying one for 1000. I'm not gonna buy another one, but 1000 MT. What are you getting for 1000 MT? That is just so like crazy good that he's at this list number 5. What you are getting is you are getting 26 golds. You are getting some elite shooting badges. He's got an unbelievable release. He's also got goal pickpocket, goal interceptor, goal clamps, and his stats are huge. He can't play in the post obviously, but he's got a brilliant 3-pointer. Mid-range doesn't even matter that much. He's not the greatest at it though. He's got a solid driving dunk. He's got great steal and perimeter defense, solid interior, solid block of 84. Not terrible interior 60, but it's not the greatest. The block might make up for it. Solid speed, ball acceleration, 95 lateral quickness. As well as that, the guy's freaking Nintendo glitched. I think I said 99 pass interception, 99 on ball steal, 99 shot block tendency. He is Nintendo glitched. So at the 2, if you need your 2 guard to guard ball and you're on a budget, like under 10k, there's no better player than Matisse Thybulle. Forget Scottie Pippen, forget anyone else, forget what's his name, Hayes. Hayes is just like Hayes is basically just taller Matisse Thybulle. He's a better shooting, taller Matisse Thybulle, but he's not quite as good on defense. So like there is a debate to have there. So I'm not going to put Hayes in on this list at all. But if you want to put Hayes in, swap Hayes in for Thybulle, I'm not going to really begrudge you for that. And then we're at number 3. I'll say number 4. And number 4 is Dejounte. Dejounte Murray Amethyst is really freaking good. Like this card is really good. It doesn't matter which version. Preferably the Mystic Dejounte. But it doesn't really matter what version of Dejounte you get. Like, the Mystic one is better. Don't get me wrong, the Mystic one is better, but if it is cheaper to buy the other Dejounte, you get the other Dejounte. But you can see, they're all up here for like 6.5k. I want to see what price he actually is. Like, Dejounte is so good on defense. Like, for me, Dejounte is a step above. As much as I do like Tyrese Maxey, like, I really do like Maxey. I like Jordan Poole. Dejounte is a step above those guys. Okay, so he's above 6. There's so many up for 6.5k and none up for 6k. Okay, so 6, 350. If you guys don't know the difference between Dejounte, is basically the Moments one has got a slightly better stat. Okay, he's being price fixed. Alright, it is what it is. He's just being price fixed, so he's probably under 6k. But this card gets Huff Floor General, and I would rather have Huff Floor General than a couple of extra stats here and there. Difficult shots, fearless finisher. He's 6'4" with a 6'10" wingspan. He's got 30 gold badges, including like interceptor, quick for a step. He's only got silver clamps, but clamps are one of the less important to the defensive badges. For me, he guards the ball pretty well anytime I use him. He's got, as well, a solid 3-ball, although the release, it takes time to get used to. I like it, but it does take time to get used to. He has got that release. He's got the 80 driving dunk as well. 92 ball handle, solid CM for defense. His interior and his block are low, but he's tall enough that it kind of makes up for it a little bit. He's got really good speed, ball acceleration, great lateral quickness. So for me, he is a fantastic player, and definitely one of the better players in the game. And number 3, like Wang Zhizhi. It is Wang Zhizhi. I'm sorry, it is. Like, Wang is that... He's that good. Like, Wang Zhizhi is really that good. Like, he's under 3,000 MT, isn't he? Like, you're paying 3,000 MT for Wang Zhizhi. Like, he is 7 foot tall with one of the biggest player builds in the game. He may as well be 7'5". Actually, that's an exaggeration. He looks about 7'3" in game. But he gets a catch and shoot, post spin technician, box, rebound chaser, post move lockdown, blinders, dream shake, sniper, hot set hunter, hustler, silver interceptor, silver intimidator, silver pogo, silver limitless pop, silver quick first step. He's has so many of the key badges for big men. He's not the greatest in the post, but not terrible. Got an unbelievable 3-point shot, an unbelievable release. He's got a solid standing dunk, not the greatest driving dunk, which again is not the most important thing for a center. He's got 83 block, 84 interior, which are again not great but not awful. They're enough so that you're not going to get just paint mash. Well, you're not going to get destroyed by the paint mashing, where it becomes a case of timing triangle. You can get destroyed by the paint mash no matter what your interior is, but he's not going to be destroyed because of his interior. Anything above like 75 interior on a tall player, it's a case of you can get destroyed by paint mashing anyway, but it's not going to be because you have low interior. There are guys, like if you've got low interior and someone's paint mashing on you, you're never going to get a stop. If you got high interior or decent interior and someone's paint mashing you and scoring, it's probably because you didn't press triangle at the right time. Is it OP? Yeah, but there's stuff you can do about it. Steal rating is not awful. It honestly is not. Perimeter defense isn't great though, obviously. Speed to ball and acceleration. He feels slower than that with the ball, but without the ball, he actually moves well. So that speed actually is not bad at all. And 70 auto quickness, again, he's so much bigger that he feels pretty good. But for me, he's in here at number 3. He's the best cheap center in the game, no question. And his partner in crime. His partner in crime is in at number 2. These two guys will never be forgotten. These are these are, for lack of a better word, like these are the partners in crime. Because everyone, you very rarely see one without the other. Like Isaac, over 2,000 MT right now. My investment's looking good. 2250 right here. So, Jonathan Isaac, a 6'11" player with 27 gold badges, including like glue hands, clamps, interceptor, ankle braces, some decent silver badges as well, like bullet. He's got a good 3-pointer. He's got a great 3-pointer, great dunk, decent ball handle, unbelievable defense, and not awful speed with decent lateral. And let's not forget, he's 7 foot tall. Well, 6'11". Isaac, so good. And he plays small forward as well. Like, Isaac's in my squad right now. There are competitive players to use Jonathan Isaac. I use Jonathan Isaac when I'm playing this game, trying to win as many games as possible. That is how high I am on this card. And for me, Jonathan Isaac belongs, even though he is like 2,000 MT, you know, a lot of these guys are in the sub 5k category. I think Jonathan Isaac belongs on this list. He's that good. And number 1, like, it takes a pretty damn good player to beat Jonathan Isaac. It takes a pretty damn great player to beat the partners in crime, like the Jonathan Isaac Wang Zhizhi combo. Like, that combo is so tough. It is so tough. There has to be. Can someone come up with a better nickname for Jonathan Isaac and Wang Zhizhi? Leave it in the comment section, because there has to be a better nickname, because there is no more commonly used combo than the two of those. Like, it's very rare you see one without the other. They're the most commonly used combo of players. But Mikal Bridges is number 1. Half interceptor, gold, a bunch of gold badges, a bunch of gold shooting badges, a really easy release, gold clamps, gold blinders as well. He's got gold hustler, silver quick first step. He dunks it really well for me. He shoots the ball really well. He's got a really good steal and perimeter defense, not the worst interior as well. He's got an incredibly long wingspan. Really good speed to on acceleration, and really solid lateral quickness of 93. Like, Mikal Bridges is someone that he should not be as good as he is. Like, for me, he's better than Eddie Jones. He shouldn't be better than Eddie Jones, but for me, he's better than Eddie Jones. But yeah, that is pretty much it, lads. That is the video. So, to recap, at number 10, we had Dikembe Mutombo. 9, we had Kristaps. Number 8, we had Jordan Poole. Number 7, we had Tyrese Maxey. Number 6, we had Saddiq Bey. Number 5, we had Matisse, Thybulle. Number 4, we had Dejounte. Number 3, we had Wang Zhizhi. Number 2, we had Jonathan Isaac. And number 1, we had Mikal Bridges. So yeah, let me know who you agree with and who you don't. Why the hell did they Photoshop Damian Lillard to make him smile? I could have swore Damian Lillard was not smiling before they changed the MyTEAM menus. Either way, it is what it is. I mean, that's the video. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.